Have you ever dreamed of moving abroad, starting from scratch, and making a life that you will be proud of? 2 years ago, I stepped in London with just 1 lakh rupees and a heart full of dreams and the fear of unknown. Today, I'm here to share the raw, unfiltered story about my journey. No sugarcoating, just the truth. By the end of this video, you'll know what it takes to survive in a city like London, the lessons I learned the hard way, and the mistakes that you can avoid if you're planning the same move. And hey, if this story resonates with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because this is just the beginning of my journey. Part 1, when I first landed in London. It was October 3rd, 2022. I landed at Heathrow Airport around 8-ish p.m. I was so exhausted with my journey, but I was very excited to land in a foreign country and I manifested it, guys. I was very stressed because my classes have already started like a week earlier the day I landed here. So I was kind of stressed and nervous. So the very next morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. I did not have the time to settle in whatsoever. I made like a quick breakfast for myself and figured out how to navigate the tubes over here. A friend of mine helped me, so thank you so much if you're watching this video. And somehow I was able to reach the university by 9 a.m., even though I got into a wrong train. But hey, you cannot judge me because London public transport is a story in itself. Part 2, surviving my first month in London. London is expensive, guys. I came here with 1 lakh rupees from India, which I know sounds like a lot, but trust me, does not last long here. On the very second day, I started hitting the street with my printed resumes, applying to every other place I could find. And within a week, I was able to land my first job in a desert cafe, which was paying me roughly around 10.7-ish pound an hour. But I didn't stop there. I knew I needed something more stable, so I kept applying. And within the first 20 days, I was able to land a student ambassador job at the university. The pay was really nice there. And then I also got a university role for marketing and communication assistant. They were paying me way better than the cafe. But balancing all these roles alongside studies, it was really tough. I mean, you guys imagine this. I was waking up at 5 a.m. every single day so that I can be ready for my classes, can prepare all my meals. Then I used to head to my cafe shifts that was till 10 p.m. And then I used to come back with a commute of 1.5 hours roughly. And I used to reach by midnight only to repeat the same thing the very other day. It was very exhausting, but I guess it was necessary for the time. Part 3, balancing studies, work, and life. One thing that I realized very early on in my journey is my degree won't alone set me apart in a city like London. You have to network. If there is one thing that you would like to take from this video, it would be this, that networking is everything if you want to survive here. I cannot emphasize a lot on this part. So make sure you network as much as you can while you are in your college. It will give you an edge after your degree is done. So for me, I joined societies. I became vice president of Enactus Greenwich, which is a club that promotes sustainable businesses. And I participated in numerous business competitions. These experiences didn't just teach me skills, but they also helped me meet some amazing people and make my network strong and build connections in the UK market. One highlight from this would be the time when I attended a summer school in Poland, which was completely funded by my university. I was competing with students across Europe, UK, and US. I secured second place. So that was a really nice experience for me in terms of networking, in terms of learning new skills, job, understanding job markets, and how businesses work in this uh, Western world per se. And because I was already in Europe, I had the visa. So I made like a quick trip to Prague. I loved it, guys. I cannot emphasize how much I loved my first trip. It was just surreal. It was my first real taste of traveling and it was unforgettable. So, if you want to know more about how I applied for visas and how I traveled Europe, make sure you comment below and I'll make a video on that. Part 4, learning to live on my own. I When I moved here, I made a promise to myself that I will not rely on my parents for money. And I think I kept that promise. Since the day I landed in London, I did not ask my parents for a single penny. I always wanted to be this independent girly. I think I made my inner child proud, but it wasn't easy managing my rents, managing my daily expenses, my studies. I think it was very hectic. There were days when I only slept for like 5 hours. But one thing I would like to mention is working part time here has taught me financial discipline like nothing else. And it is very important, guys. Even if you're not planning to come abroad, financial discipline is something that everyone should know. And that's the one skill that I know, I feel like everyone should have, knowing how to manage your money, how to manage your expenses. Anyways, coming back, I only prioritized essentials over luxury. I was not going to any parties. There was no expensive trips. I was just working hard and was very focused on my goals. Uh, and I would love to give like a special shout out to my first roommate, Tanisha, and the friends that she introduced me to. Oh my God, those people, they were like blessing, honestly. They were my lifeline in those early days. They helped me understanding every single thing from opening a bank account to finding my face to the tube stations. So, if you're moving here or anywhere abroad, I think it's very important for everyone to find their tribe. It will make all the difference. Trust me. Part 5, taking a break for myself. By the time I graduated, I had a job offered in marketing position, but I turned it down. I know it sounds silly. Uh, and no, I do not have a lot of money in my bank account. I do not come from a rich background, but I still did it. And the reason was that the job was a high pressure job and the pay was not that great. It was decent, I would say. And honestly, I feel the main reason was I was totally burned out by the time. I started earning since I was 18 years of age. Till now, I think every single year I was just hustling. I just felt like I needed a break. I was so burned out. I just didn't feel like doing anything. So I decided to take a break for a while, just to figure out what I really want and how I want to do it. So I focused on content creation. I traveled 6 countries in Europe. I love it. Best time of my life. I also worked on my relationships with my parents, with myself, and with my friends. Much needed thing, I'll say. Sooner I realized that the savings that I had was not enough to survive in a city like London. And I started working part time again. And I worked in brands like Body Shop and Guess. I worked there for roughly 6, 7 months. um, I realized one thing, that I love talking to customers. This phase was a turning point for me, and it reminded me that life isn't about survival, it's about love and fulfillment and growth. I took a break for a good 7, 8 months and then started applying for jobs again in marketing. Now I have a full time marketing job in London, so I am a professional girly in London, working in corporate 9 to 5. But I love my work now. I am not that burned out. I took the break that I needed. So it's just a healthy reminder for everyone who is struggling and who is burned out. Learn to take breaks in between. It's important. Part 6, lessons from my journey. First of all, if you have watched my video till here, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you being here. And now, if you're planning to move to London, here is what you need to know. Number one, networking is your best friend. My current job as a marketer came through connections. Number two, you have to be proactive. Opportunities will not come knocking. You have to chase them. Number three, do not trust blindly. London is generally safe, to be honest, but you have to stay cautious. Oysters will be your lifesaver. Commuting here is really, really expensive, and this will help you cut some cost. Fifth, prioritize your goals. You cannot do it all, so you have to focus on areas that is important to you. The things that were important to me might not be relatable for you, so prioritize it, understand what why you are actually here, and most importantly, enjoy this journey. These years will help you in ways you cannot even imagine, and they will be over before you know it. So enjoy every single day, make friends, make some new connections, travel. You don't have to spend a lot of money traveling. There are few things in London that is completely free. You can just go there, chill, relax. So that's my story. 2 years of hard work, growth, and some unforgettable memories in London. I'm still learning, still figuring things out in London. But if my journey has inspired you in any ways, please make sure to comment them below. I would love to read it. And hey, this is just the beginning. There would be so much more that I would love to share with you all, including housing tips, career advice, traveling solo, and much more. So if you want to see all of that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that like button. That would mean the world to me. And thank you so much for being here. If you have seen this video till here, you guys are the best. I really, really appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.